to or welcome back to Noras Cove. If you're new here, I'm Yoshida, and here at the Cove, we like to budget and plan in confidence using a planner. Today, you guys, we're going to be doing our paycheck budget, our weekly budget. I don't get a paycheck, but it's our weekly budget. Something's falling out of here. Okay, so let's go over last week or this week, and then we'll set up our new one. So, where's my pen? 0.35. This is an M&G. You guys, last week was amazing, okay? My battery's low, so I'm going to try to get through this real quickly. We said that rollover was $497. We guesstimated $800 for hair. We guesstimated $150 for nails. Look what nails brought in. Nails basically paid my booth rent, okay, my suite rent. And then for hair, we doubled what we thought, which was $1,607. And then for NoCo, again, I only pay myself a certain amount, so I paid myself $150. And then our total was $26.59, you guys. From the salon alone, we made $2,000 and like, I think it was $12, $21, $2,012. You guys, when I saw that number at the end of the week, when I added it up, I was in total shock. But I knew something was going on when State Farm, I thought it was going to come out like on Monday, but I forgot, like, that. I think that was a holiday. So I said, oh, it's going to be probably Tuesday. No, it came out the same day as Allie. The money was there, you guys. And I paid my Allie bill. $1,400. $1,400 that I had to pay out in one day. I've never done that, okay? I was super excited. Now, Shopify, I have the money to pay Shopify. I was going to pay them, but we're expecting snow. I went to the grocery store, and today I spent like $82 at the grocery store. So they're getting moved to next week. And I started just go ahead and pay them. Like, all my bills are done. I paid T-Mobile twice because I had a payment arrangement. Remember, I got scared or something and I made the payment arrangement. But then my bill is actually due on the 21st, and I was so proud to pay it yesterday for $59.68. Let's see, what else? So, like I said, State Farm, Allie got paid, T-Mobile got paid twice, Sweet Rent, and then again T-Mobile, and then my cap cut. I just made this one bill because I wasn't adding up. I know cap cut is on like $10, but obviously I bought some little coins in here or something, so we just put them down as a bill. And our total came up to $1,819.25. This is all my spending for the week, but I'm still minus like $15. I don't know where it's at. I'm thinking it's in the cash, and I'm thinking some things are late coming out because of the holiday, so we're going to roll with that. So I'm going to tell you, it didn't add up. NoCo, we spent $30. We got ink and something else. I can't remember. And then for gas, we spent $35.03, but I just put $35. Salon, we spent $36.55. I got my oil change finally. So I didn't know where to really put that. To me, that's an expense. But in my spending tracker, I kind of put like miscellaneous. I didn't know what to categorize it as, but I think it's basically a bill. So that was $94.63. I actually had a coupon, so I saved there. Miscellaneous, we guesstimated $150. I spent $212.28. Y'all, half of this is planner stuff, which I'm just about to quit. Okay, just stop it. And then food and grocery. I said I was going to shop my pantry. I just spent $80-something at the grocery store. We did eat out. One day I didn't eat out, so I'm doing good, okay? Amazon, I put this here because I thought this might have been my little mix match because I was going over my bank statement and adding everything up, and I did not see this number anywhere the week before or nowhere, but it was saying that it posted on the 17th. So that could be a little bit of a mix-up, but we're still off by $15. Either I'm ahead 15 or behind 15. So we're going to just chalk it up, okay? So our total without that Amazon is $485.68 between miscellaneous and grocery. And then I thought I was off here because I originally put down $34 for my savings, but I actually put $44 in my savings this week, and we probably could have did more. So let's whip out the calculator. This is the closest one to me. Total income, $26.59. Total bills, $18.19.25. Expenses is $196. Let me double check. Yes, 196.18. And then envelopes, which is this, is 485.68. And then savings is $44. And then here's where everything gets turned all around. So 26.59 minus 1819.25 minus 196 minus 485.68.44. So it says we have $113 left, but we don't. It says we have $113.89. I believe we have actually 96. I should have wrote it down. I did not put it here. So I will adjust it if I need to, but I'm just going to go over to the next week. Oh, before I come to next week, I want to do this. I want to show y'all what I've been using and how it's going to help me do my budget closeout. Let's take this out. This is my budget categories, and I just kind of made this for myself to kind of keep up with, so when it's time to close out my budget, I'll have just, I can look here. So this was week 3, and for bills, we spent $18.19.25. For NoCo, we spent $30. Salon, we spent $36.55. And I'm just gonna add an extra something here if I don't have it here. Let's see. Food and grocery, we spent $273.40. Miscellaneous, we spent $212.28. Savings, we spent $44. And I need to find somewhere to put this oil change. I'm just gonna add it to the bill here. I was gonna make another whole section, but I'm gonna put expenses. I don't want to mess up my little color coding. Plus 94.63, 463. Okay, so there's that. I think I need to move this to the monthly. I'm just gonna set that aside. So let's get into our paycheck budget. I don't need to do this. What's this week? 2/23 through March 1st. We have rollover. I think it's $98. Let me put that. Hair, nails, and NoCo. NoCo, I'm just gonna put it at 50, which I don't think that's correct, but anyway, we're gonna do 100 for nails. For hair, we're gonna do 1,000, and then our total is $1,198. So $1,248. Okay, so the bills we have due this week, I guess we do need to take this out. Well, not really, because I kind of know on the 23rd, we have Zoom. 27th, we have Barclays. 28th, we have State Farm. And State Farm is, I'm just gonna put $550. I think it's more. Barclays is $150. Zoom is $25. So let's take this out. Let's double check the calendar. What month are we in? That's June. I am really, really loving this classic HP. Never thought it. Okay. Oh, Netflix, Zoom, and then I'm still be paying myself high yield savings. I just paid Allie, so I don't have an Allie payment, but I would love to fit one in here. Oh my God. And we have Girls Trip, B-Day Club, and CMP coming out on the 28th. So let me write that down, see? 28th, we have C and P, and I think it's like 62.30, I think, something like that. Over here on envelopes, we have B-Day Club is $25. Girls Trip, I do not know. I'll find out today in my group chat, but I'm just gonna guesstimate 60. And then I got Barclays, B-Day Club, State Farm. And then I want to do high yield savings account. And then here I have my cash savings that I just saved with cash. So I'm going for 25 in the high yield. I don't know what I'll do here. I won't know until I put it in there. And then expenses, I do need some products this week. And I'm just gonna guesstimate 100. And gas, I know it's coming out, and I think it's like $51. Okay, and B-Day Club, Girls Trip, oh, miscellaneous. I'm just gonna put 2. Might not add up. Food and grocery. And that should be all of my categories. Let me see. Salon, gas, NoCo. I think we may need some ink again this week, and I do want to pay HP ink. Food, grocery, miscellaneous, family. We can mark that off. Savings. Okay, so I got everything. All right, so let's do a little math and see what we got going on. So we have $787.30 that'll be coming from the bills. And then let's subtract. That leaves us with $460.70. And then this should be, so far is 151. That leaves us with $309.70. And then if we take, this is 265 so far. That leaves us with $44.70. And then we subtract the 25. That leaves us with pretty much $20 here. 19. I'm just gonna put $19. And then we are zero based out. So this would be, let me do a little math. We're back at 44? Yes, $44. That's what we had last week. So that's it. We're zero based out for the week. So again, I will do a recap next week to see how everything went. I think I'm gonna just stick this right behind my monthly. So when it's time to budget closeout, I can do that. And I won't have to be looking for it. So I'm gonna put it here. Am I gonna remember that? No, because I'll be sitting there looking for it like, where is it? Let me put it up here behind the monthly. So it's the month of February. So when it's time to budget closeout, this should be a lot of help. Also, I didn't do a January budget closeout because I didn't start really budgeting until like the second week, so everything would have been thrown off. It wouldn't have been accurate, but here we are. So that's it for this week, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, also, someone asked, I can't remember, someone asked me if I could do this as in GoodNotes and get rid of the sides. I tried to resize it. I cannot. I'm gonna look for that comment. I couldn't get rid of the sides and it stretched everything out. So I can offer it in letter, but it's still gonna have the sides. Now, when I had it on my iPad, I just stretched it a little bit there and wrote in. So you could possibly do that. But that is all for today, you guys. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.